Alright, what's up, y'all? I'm here to do a kind of a reply. It's kind of like a custom request, I guess you can call it that, right? For Shanette Mencal. So, what she asked, right? This is about Uranus, by the way. I'm gonna start this early off by saying that. The lighting is kind of off, right? Alright, that should be better. Alright, so boom, this is about Uranus again. I think Uranus is going to be a necessary topic of discussion for the rest of 2018, definitely for this channel, right? But first I want to make a couple of announcements before I even get into that, right? Benjamin Bugs, you may notice that the name has changed from Chauncey Moore to Benjamin Bugs on the YouTube channel. My name is Chauncey Moore, my government name. However, Benjamin Bugs is my entertainment company's name, and you know, for branding purposes, like the logo that you see, the black and white picture, like that's the Benjamin Bugs logo as well. So for branding purposes, I made the name change. So, you know, don't be too alarmed or freaked out about that. Also, you will see like the website benjaminbugs.net, which will be linked to the comment section, or you know, you may see links popping up in the videos and stuff like that. That will actually bring you to the website benjaminbugs.net, so you can see like I got music instrumentals there and stuff like that. And there's also a page called Secret Houses. So Secret Houses is my other podcast, which falls more along the lines of 8th house, 12th house energy, Pisces, Scorpio, you know, the deeper stuff, the more stuff that is like under wraps. So I already have like a cache that you can put your email address in if you are interested in that type of stuff. Also, you may have heard me say this before in other videos, to read the fine print, please, because things get pretty I guess raunchy, you could say is the word there, or whatever, something like that, right? Erotic, exotic, all right? So you don't have to opt in, is pretty much what I'm saying. Also, for requests, for people who have custom requests, right? I've done a number of custom requests so far. So what I advise everyone who's watching this video, if you haven't done a custom request yet, or there's something that you want to know custom made for you specifically, check the playlist first on the channel, because you may come across me speaking about like Aquarius ascendant, for example, and you may have that, and you may ask me to do something on Aquarius ascendant when I've done it in previous videos. Yes, how I line them up with different aspects may change. However, you will pretty much get the same fundamental thing that I would say something about like an Aquarius ascendant, etc., etc., and everything that is subsequent to that. So also that is an update, as well as you will also see the private investigation enterprises channel in the link under the comment section moving forward. Get back to Shanette Mencal, right? Her question is it possible that she's seeing inner life changes before the Uranus transit? Okay, so if you watched the other Uranus video, and I spoke about, you know, how Uranus is playing a part inside of Aries, and Uranus is about to leave Aries, so we can expect change, and it's going to be a disruption to, like, you know, plan of action and personal values and things that mean have sentimental value to people, like things that are along the lines of Taurus is pretty much what I'm saying, right? So it was like synchronicity when she asked that question, because I had just experienced something that had me pondering the same thing. So she was right on time, right? I seen the alert, I replied to it, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna touch on it. So I also have King Mitchell, who is a subscriber, and what up, King, who is a subscriber and is a Virgo sun, who chimed in on it as well, and I'm going to get more into detail on King Mitchell's video. I'm going to dice up some things and like pull it apart and dissect it, so we can really see the ins and outs of what's occurring now, right? So I guess gives us better insight for all of us to prepare for what's coming. So when she asked this question, right, as I said, I already had pinpointed something that was going on personally with me, and I was like, whoa, this thing is beginning already, all right? So yes, things are happening, things are occurring that are giving you glimpses into how Uranus is going to transit into Taurus early. Yes, it is happening. Also keep this in mind, that it will go retrograde like during its first year inside of Taurus, meaning it will jump back to Aries. So be mindful of what's going to happen in the first months of this transit happening and what's happening right now, so that when it does go retrograde back to Aries, 9 times out of 10 is going to show you things that are happening right now. It's going to give you glimpses back into those things, those situations, those scenarios, and have you ponder and make decisions based upon what is happening right now and a little bit probably before right now. All right, so this is one of the weird things, or one of the unexpected things that I've noticed about this, and I guess we can further discussion from here, right? Is this, right, Shanette, is this, and I'm asking this as a question, is there something, because I have taught, this is how I was taught, right? So this is how I have taught that, you know, Uranus rebels against the sign that it's in. However, it helps out the house. It stands up for and represents the house that it's in, right? So I made this parallel to Aries energy showing leadership and initiative and drive, personal drive, right? Individual drive, and how, you know, leaders all around the world were, you know, showed, you know, a lot of people showed rebellion towards them, right? However, whatever house that Uranus is in is going to benefit you. It's going to help you. It's going to stand up for. It's going to represent that house. And I can attest to that, right? However, now all of a sudden I'm getting like leadership love. Like, I don't know what that's really about. So are you experiencing the same thing? Now, mind you, we all are experiencing Uranus inside of Aries, right? So have you been getting the type of love that you usually have not seen from other people or other factions, other institutions rather, as of late? Like, have you been seeing this? Like, and is that a sign, do you think, of Uranus actually leaving this sign? Or is it pertaining to something else? Like, maybe you have more resources, maybe you have more confidence, maybe you have made a change that brought this upon you as of right now. You know, is it certain things that can be allocated to that? You know, that's one question I have. And I noticed something else that was different, right? Is that, no, it's more along the lines of that. However, it's natally, and this is what I'm going to talk about more in King Mitchell's video, right? Is that natally, we all have natal charts, right? Where the placements and the planets were when we were born. So, you know, and then we have solar charts. So where Uranus is natally, 9 times out of 10 is going to be different to where Uranus is solar in the solar chart, right? So I'm studying my natal chart versus the solar chart, seeing if everything is correct. And for the most part, it always was when I was checking with the Aries sign. Now, I'm getting insight. What we was talking about, Shanette, I'm getting insight into how things that are to come are starting to happen now that we can expect. And I'm asking questions right now because I'm not giving any concrete validation that what I'm saying is correct. However, I'm going to say this, that I've seen glimpses of Uranus standing up for the sign of the house. Now, whether or not, I'll have more on this later, probably in the next week, whether or not Uranus is still sticking up for the house that it's in, I'll have more information because I have to do a few things that will pertain to answering that question in the near future, right? However, I'm asking y'all, I'm asking you, I'm asking the viewer, I'm asking the subscriber, have you noticed Uranus standing up or representing where it's placed in your natal chart lately? Apart from the first question that I asked about Aries, I'm also asking this question. Have you seen that? Has that been occurring? Have you been getting glimpses into that? And the last question that I want to ask is, have you seen Uranus rebelling against the house that Uranus is in natally? And have you seen it rebelling against the house that it's in your solar chart? So, like, for me, it's in my second house. For you, it might be in your fourth. For me, it might be in your fifth. I'm talking about solar chart now. Like, is it rebelling against that house? These are the questions that I believe we need to answer immediately before we start talking about Uranus more. All right. Uranus videos will probably be, you know, public. I don't think that I should really like detail those videos in secret houses. One, because it's such a big thing. Like, it's a huge thing now, come to find out. You know what I'm saying? And not that I've ever slept on Uranus. I'm just saying, like, you know, you can notice the impact that it has globally. You know, so it's like it's like we're really opening up discussion for things that's more than technology, but also like things that are unexpected and things that make you question and use trivia to find other things out. So this is the whole Uranus thing happening right now. This is the Uranus experience. So Jeanette, thank you for bringing this up. Even if you can answer some of these questions, that'd be great, because you're already on the right path. You're consciously aware of what's happening, and you tapping in and like making this move forward on as a Taurus would, right? Because you're a Taurus. Yeah, you're a Taurus sun. And as I said, your Gemini rising is going to help you. Geminis are like right at home in this like chaotic, topsy-turvy, maybe not chaotic, however, topsy-turvy, where nobody can make a definite decision or can't really make up their mind in a moment. Geminis are excellent at making up their mind in the moment. And they don't, but the thing that people don't understand about Geminis is they don't feel like it's a lie. They don't feel like what they're saying is against what they believe. They're saying it in the moment. So if you ask them 5 days later from now and it changes, you really cannot be mad at these people, because they're going to answer it in the moment 5 days later from now. I'm not making excuses for Gemini. I'm just opening up dialogue so people can understand them more. That's going to help you, having a Gemini ascendant. It's mutable, all right? So it's used to adapting to change and things that's happening quick in a moment. Pisces moon you have, adaptable, again, mutable. It's going to help you develop repetition along the lines of what's happening with this transition, okay? And as a Taurus, you're going to want to follow through. And as I said, right, yeah, Uranus is entering Taurus. So you probably, more than anyone else, have to be on your guard more than anybody, right? However, keep this in mind. A lot of planetary movement in the feminine signs right now. So that is going to be playing in your favor because of the aspects, right? You're going to have trine here. You're going to have a trine there. So be aware of that. Be conscious of that. And great luck to everybody experiencing this Uranus thing, all right? I'm out. You should happen to your avatar. Let's update each other's repertoire. As above, as below, I happen to her avatar. She has above average bra. Happen to that avatar. T's Madagascar. See my drive, they reply fast as a NASCAR. Caged in my cage for days and on now. She pleases, I refrain, jealous of Mary Jane, cause my aim is a mouth. No smoke in my face, don't play that in my house. So obey, okay, emoji, be devout. These days so sane, I don't even drink a stout. If I was getting paid, but she pop up on my route. Spider mining all this data, you should be in my cloud. You wanna sit and sip, go ahead lay down on the couch. Find out how to pay the rent, that's the way to stay around. I'ma hop into my avatar. You should hop into your avatar. Let's update each other's repertoire. As above, as below, I hop into her avatar. She has above average bra. Hop into that avatar. Hard drive in the software. I'm a passenger. Blue and purple hair. Suck the Kool-Aid right out of her. Had the lady scared, saying prayers, said I'm Dracula. Buns in the air, everywhere. If I'm backing her, buns in the air, everywhere. I'm a spatula. Put my balls in the cold.